This is freaking great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share with you guys Zicatela Rex, and we ordered ourselves an enchilada verde, sparkling water, and we're gonna go with dessert for this time. I'm gonna go with something a little more traditional. Mezcal is always good for dessert. The structure of the video that I see is a mix between this vlog for entrepreneurs who are trying to make it abroad, in my case France, and that are building themselves a network, their business, because it's very hard. I find myself in very particular, specific situation that it's very hard psychologically, emotionally on me at this moment, and I'm doing my best to how we say, prendre ma vie en main. Building yourself a network abroad can be very hard because everything is new, and depending on your personality, your experience isn't going to be the same as mine. But the purpose of these vlogs is to give you an example, give you a model of how I did it and how I'm still doing it, actually, how to succeed and for you not to make the same mistakes I did. Now, slowly but surely, I'll share more and more. Like I said, this is still new, so I'm just putting my life on blast on the internet to show the path towards successful entrepreneurship career. With practice, I'm going to develop my camera personality, my style, editing. God, it took me forever to edit and upload a video, and we're gonna, just optimize the workflow so that we can go from idea to production to uploading. For today's video, I wanted to talk to you about language learning, because language learning is such an integral part of meshing into the fabric of society when you move abroad, wherever it may be that they don't speak your native language, whether it be French, Japanese, Korean. In my opinion, it is just essential for any foreigner when they travel to learn a minimum of the language. It is an integral part of your experience. When you don't speak the language, you're gonna pass à côté. You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities that you would have otherwise enjoyed because you understand what's going on around. To pick up back on the language, so being able to communicate, think of learning language as a tool. Without this tool, you are unable to fulfill a task or your job. And from my experience, a lot of friends, American and Mexican friends that I've met that don't speak the language whatsoever, the occasional oui, bonjour, and miss out on a lot of these opportunities, or their experience isn't as fulfilling as it could have been. Imagine what it would be like to live in your current environment and being limited in your communication with your surroundings. that would severely handicap you. We talked about networking, which is very important, and then language. So build a good network, learn the language, and start using it. Language is only a tool, and it is very true. The expression that goes, if you don't use it, you lose it. How many times have you had that conversation in high school where somebody goes, oh, I took 5 years of Spanish, I took 3 years of French, I took 2 years of Japanese, and then they encounter a native speaker or someone who is bilingual in that language, and they go, but I don't speak it at all. I understand that more than half of what you say is a conviction behind it and how you say it, the energy, and the rest is actually making sense. I would say it's essential. So networking, learning the language, and then a friend passing by saying hello, Fer from La Tiendita, where we're also gonna go do a quick tour and show you why we are here doing this vlog for the restaurant Zicatela Rex. So Zicatela Rex is it's called Zicatela Rex because it's right next to the Rex Theater, historical landmark in Paris, and right next to it there is a lot of foot traffic. A lot of people know this Mexican restaurant for its ambiance, atmosphere, the friendly staff, and the hoot that is the owner. I know him personally, and he's such a fun guy to be around. I was a patron of Zicatela before I knew him personally, so I came and tried it, and now this is a Mexican restaurant that I want to share with you. So this is the menu. As you can see, they have entrees, they have small dishes if you're a little hungry, they have drinks, they have cocktails, wine. However, the typical dishes, that's what you want to look at. And now, I was told, and I tried them, their enchiladas is what they're known for. They have red enchiladas and they have green enchiladas. I've tried them, I believe I've tried red enchiladas, and they're exquisite. So today we're going to venture into another dish. I may go for the tamales, which I haven't had the tamales here. So tamales is a corn paste that's filled with any type of filling that you would want. So we're gonna go with that, and then we're also going to have something to drink. They have bottled beers, shooters. I'm gonna go with the enchilada verde because I want to try that again, and it's the house specialty, and it's just a sparkling water. Du coup, est-ce que je pourrais vous demander ça, une enchilada verde et de l'eau pétillante?
Oui, pas de souci.
Non, merci beaucoup. To pick up back on the language, the importance of learning the language is going to help you get out of certain situations and understand better the culture. In my opinion, that is why the French culture is so misunderstood, especially the Parisian one. When American tourists come to Paris, they say that the servers or the waiters, they're very cold, very distant, and very rude at times. But imagine trying how frustrating it is to communicate with someone that doesn't understand you. Now, learning a language, I understand it's super hard for people who don't have the right mindset for it, or say, I'm just not gifted with languages. Very few people, in my opinion, are gifted, and it takes practice and some more practice to learn any skill. Learning a language, learning a second, third language is a skill that you need to practice to get good at. And the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Yes, vas-y. En fait, faut pas avoir peur de venir dans le cadre parce que ça fait aussi partie du vlog. Merci beaucoup. Check this out. This is the enchilada roja. Oh, look at this little happy chip in the bottom all the way here. Yes. For the green enchilada, you're gonna get a side of beans, of sour cream, of course some guacamole, and some rice and salsa. Can't wait to share this with you guys. This just looks amazing. First bite, always the best one. The cheesiness in it, the flavors of the green salsa, spicy, but not too much for my palate. Wow. Now the subtle but present flavors of the cheese. Somebody just smiled at me and made my. I was like, no. Love it. I really love. There's this cheese layer underneath that it goes wow. Now there are a couple of bites in there that you go, ooh, that is spicy. Wow. What I recommend you do when you order this is leave the rice for the end so you can dump it over your plate when you're done and have the rice absorb the remaining salsa. I would do that. I would definitely. I'm going to do that. That sounds like a great plan. Wow, these layers of. I got the chicken green enchilada, and just the. I want you to take a minute to look at the way that it is plated. There's melted cheese on top. Those. What is it? Red onions on top. Give it this spiciness, this like crunchy flavor. Order some dessert and merci. There we go. So let's do that. Je vais partir sur le flan oaxaqueño, s'il te plaît. Merci. Yay! Et j'ai complètement oublié. Est-ce que je pourrais te prendre un café aussi, s'il te plaît? Yes. Merci. Long, s'il te plaît. Check out this flan. Wow. It's creamy, rich, whipped cream, crème chantilly on the side. Then you have these drizzles of caramel over it for extra sweetness. And the top layer. Mais je raconte n'importe quoi. Mexican flan is baked as well. What? It is baked. Wow, that was good. That was really good. I tell you that when I moved to Paris, I did speak French well, but I lacked confidence in my French because I wasn't able to, speak as colorfully as the French do, and of course it's normal. I'm not a native speaker, but that's the level that I strive to reach. Learning French as a native speaker is my objective. I know that it's very unlikely that it'll happen. And this goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. Make a minimum effort. Making a minimum effort to speak the local language is going to be so well received and much appreciated by the locals and by your speaker. Having basic vocabulary in that language is going to be key to your survival, to networking, to making yourself understood. So my impressions of the restaurant is that it's very tasty. The staff is very helpful. They're very knowledgeable of the Mexican cuisine and dishes that they serve. I recommend you come and visit them at least once. They are located next to the Rex Theater. And to wrap up what I was saying, sometimes things aren't going to work out the way you want them to, and it's your responsibility to make the best of that situation and do it with a smile. I know it's very hard sometimes to smile through tough times, through sad times. I've been there. I've always tried keeping a positive mentality, keep an optimistic outlook in life. It's very hard when things aren't going your way, when something unexpected happens, but in the end that is life, and it's up to you to, get out of it and do it in the best way possible, do it in a classy kind of way, just like dance your way through it. There are very few things that cannot be corrected and for which we should be sad. And if that isn't your case then do that. Smile some more, and you'll begin to see a difference in your mentality as well. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next. Peace.